Welcome, 322 crew. It is I, Ron 322, and we're back. Yes, we are back to Elden Ring. Right now, it is about to be exactly 10 p.m. Eastern Time. Eastern Time, to clarify, because I live in Tampa, Florida. I don't live in California. Those of you that are in the West Coast, Central Time, or PC, rejoice. You get yours. I will get mine at the stroke of midnight. But we're gonna run this. I'm gonna explain a few things. So, first things first, and make sure that my stream is working. Because I've had a little thing on PS5 where once in a while it does things that it should not be doing. So, I want to make sure that I can see the things that need to be seen. Welcome, 322 crew. Yep, we are good. Audio's fine. I'm cool with that. I do have the music a little lower than usual, so that way you can actually hear me when I'm talking. I got my mic adjusted too, so that way everything's good. So with that said, first things first, let's begin. Here's what we're going to do. Let's take a look at a few things, right? As you can see, now down there, it says copyright 2024. No longer says 2022. So that's a cool thing. As you notice, similar to Dark Souls 3 and Bloodborne, you got, where they have like a DLC thing here that says PlayStation Store. So in other words, let's say you didn't pre-order Shadow of the Erdtree. Guess what? You go here, click on it, and it lets you be able to buy Shadow of the Erdtree. Me, however, I pre-ordered it literally in a matter of 2 minutes after the pre-order date showed up on the screen on the very first gameplay reveal trailer. And to be fair, this isn't something I normally do. Right? When it comes to DLC, I never jump at it like that. I just don't. But this is a game that is truly special to my heart. It's also the very first From Software game I've ever played. The first one. I didn't start with Demon Souls. I didn't start with any of the Dark Souls games or Bloodborne. I started here. I started from Elden Ring. And then I went to Bloodborne. Then I went to Dark Souls 3. And really started appreciating how far... Hey, baby. How far we've come when it comes to the development of From Software, when it comes to gaming. And it blows my mind. Now, what I will do is, let me adjust the lighting. It's a little too bright in my room. I'm not a fan of that. Not for this, and it's evening. So I don't want it to look like it's daytime when we know it's dark as hell. What we're gonna do... Nah, that's a little too... You know what? Let's try... You know what? I have a better idea. I wonder if... Let's try this. Maybe, yeah. At least give us the feeling of... Yeah. I want to see my face, but I want to enjoy the vibe along with you. 36%. 36% is okay. It's a nice sweet spot for me. That's how I like it, It's what I like. It's what I like. So, for example, I bought the game for PS4. Eventually, over a month and a half ago, I got a PS5. So, with that being said, go to System. This is part of the new updates. Okay, so now you have this new feature. No, not this one. Whoop, no, yeah. Mark new items and show recent items tab. That was not available at any point of this game's existence until today. Which is a beautiful thing. It makes things a lot easier to work around. With that being said, so if you have a PS4 copy and you're on a PS5, convert your save data. Now, bear in mind, all them trophies, say goodbye to all of them. And the reason I say that is because you'll still have your PS4 trophy record, but when you're playing on the PS5 version, nope. No trophies. Start from scratch. So there's that. Now, I'm level 365. We're going to get into this. And I will explain everything, my mindset behind why I'm so over leveled, as people in the Souls community like to say. Oh my god. Woo! Those backdrops. Yes. So, as you see, I decided to change the drip. I mean, I had a different kind of drip that I was promoting on social media, which I did enjoy, and I liked the drip. But I was like, you know what? I wanted to change up the swag, you know what I mean? So, just a little explanation. So, I have the Drake Knight helm, Raptor's black feathers, you know, just a little, you know, a nice little callback to Bloodborne, because it's similar to some of the getup that I had in my Bloodborne character. Drake Knight gauntlets. By the way, the Drake Knight armor set you can get in Farum Azula. It's in like this little corner. And of course, I got the Radahn's Greaves. As you can see, I'm medium load, which means I can medium roll. Alright, so Crimson Medallion +2, so it boosts my HP. Lord of Blood Exaltation boosts attack power when there's bleed going on. We'll get to that. Shard of Alexander boosts your weapon skills, your Ashes of War. It really puts in the extra touch to everything. And to raise your FP, mana, or MP, however you want to look at it, you know, the blue bar basically. So that way when you're using your Ashes of War, using your spells, incantations, your bar is a little bigger. So now, having said that, Spectral Steed Whistle for Torrent, for riding. Lantern for when we go in dark places. Margit Shackle, not just for Margit. Oh, before I forget, let me also equip. Where is it? Because I know I have a Mog Shackle too. We'll need that. Margit Shackle, don't get me wrong, use it on Margit. You can also use it on Morgott and Leyndell. However, the Mog Shackle, strictly for Mog Lord of Blood. Okay? Because it'll keep him at bay, or at least lock him down, stunned throughout the first phase of his fight. Make things a lot easier. Weapons. Let's discuss, shall we? Eleonora's Pole Blade. Love the bleed build up on it. I could have gone with the Gargoyle Twin Blade, which I have cranked up, and it's a bleed and it's a higher number, and it has the Horalu Earthshaker. But I love the agility this weapon gives. I have a power stance with the Godskin Peeler, which I also adore because that Black Flame Tornado has done majestic things for me. This one is new to me, and I'm still learning it. The Serpent God's Blood Curved Sword, +24. I don't have the stone to max it. I have it scaled on bleed, and as you can see, you know, given my stats, oh yeah, it can do some serious damage using the Storm Blade. Great Ash of War, so that way you can really build that damage. Mariah's Executioner Sword. While it's not a bleed weapon, it scales predominantly on strength with Arcane as a backup. But given my stats, it can really put the work in. Has a great dancing blade move. Black Knife, great, and I mean great for range attacks. Really great. Not far away, but enough where it's like if you're trying to keep distance and trying to, you know, spike in the damage, you can do that. Golden Order Seal, and that's that way I can use my incantations to really do some special stuff. And we're gonna get to that in a second. And for those wondering, no, I will not go straight into the DLC from here. We will start a brand new journey. So let's rest at the Lost Table Boys, right? Check this out. So, Flasks. No need. We got everything maxed out. So, alright, now, memorize spells. So, if you must know, Golden Vow increases attack and defense for self and allies. So, nice incantation to have, so that way you can increase your attack and defense when you're facing a tough boss, like a really tough one. Flame Grant Me Strength raises physical and fire affinity attack power. So, for example, if you're using something that's fire related or blood flame related, like let's say the Mog Spear, if for whatever reason I decide to whip it out, guess what? You're gonna do extra damage. Bestial Vitality heals HP over a period of time. Won't heal too much, it's gradual, but it's a nice little thing to have. Rancor Call. It's a sorcery. Some vengeful spirits that chase down foes. Nice little homing attack, you know, field enemies and stuff like that. Even though I don't use sorceries often, but if I am going to use sorceries, I'm going to make sure they're in there. Rock Blaster, another nice one. So I really dig that one. Stone of Garank, incantation, I dig it. Throw a big rock, you know, pick up a rock and throw it at him. And lastly, Burn O Flame. I just got the stats to be able to just use this. I dig it. You know, you get it from beating the fire giant. And as you can see, I got a boatload of stuff, but there are several spells I cannot use because I do not have the stats. Mainly because I'm not a mage type. I'm not a faith type like that. I like it as support, not as my main thing. But makes wonders physic. This is what I've been was using. Thorny Cracked Tear. Consecutive attacks grow stronger with each mixed physic. This one significantly negates damage in mixed physic. However, because right now we're gonna dive in, it's gonna be early game anyway. What we will do is, we will add the Stone Barb Cracked Tear. And this guy makes attacks more likely to break enemy stances in a mixed physic. So it'll make things easier for if we want to backstab or hit a critical, which will be fun. One thing I'll make sure to remember is to switch one of these to this guy when we face Mog, because homeboy likes to do the Nihil and the Plant Parenthood, you know, bleeding everything out halfway to hell, and trust me, it hurts. But if you use this, it will negate a lot of that damage, and you won't be able to really heal. So one thing to remember. Now, as for my philosophy on leveling, no, I'm not going to level up. Yes, I have a lot of runes, close to leveling up again. I will not do that. I'm going to explain things. 60 vigor, because, well, that's the top soft cap. After that, you're going to get diminishing returns. So no point going past 60. Mine, 30. This is a stat I'm looking to crank up as we go along. Endurance, 60. Top soft cap for your stamina bar. You could go up higher if you want to max your equip load, but honestly, with what I like to wear and the drip I got, we'll be fine. Strength and dex, both at 80. So, top soft caps. With dex, the fun thing about this, it helps when it comes to using incantations and sorceries. So the higher dex you got, the faster it comes out. Arcane, 80. Helps with item discovery, as well as if you're using bleed, poison, sleep, madness, those type of specific stat procs. This will come in handy. I look at it this way. Some people like to say, well, that's over level. How come do you do PvP? No, I do not do PvP. I do PvE. I like story, and I am an advocate for jolly cooperation like every Sunbro in Dark Souls 1. That's the kind of player I am. I like to adventure that way. That's my style. And the reason I'm belligerent enough to level up this high, even though, according to Fighting Cowboy, he went in Shadow of the Erdtree at 359, and he still got his ass handed to him. And he's a guy that, like, you watch his videos, you will learn a lot on how to get through things, how to find things, and how to beat enemies. So if a guy like him, who is more skilled than I am, found himself having to run for his money, imagine yours truly. And also, let's think of Goku, for example, from Dragon Ball Z, or even Vegeta. You know, they aren't highly skilled and super weak just so they can beat their opponent. No, they're highly skilled and they train to become stronger so then they can beat their enemy decisively. Because that's like, there's no point being the most skilled person in the world and then be weak and then like take a goddamn eternity just to beat one boss. No. You want to crush your enemy. You are going there to fight. You're there to be the head of the table, to be the tribal chief that they should acknowledge, and make them all rise for you. So that said, without any further ado, let's enter what is basically my third journey, or as some will call it, New Game +2. Let's begin. Looks so beautiful now.
The fallen leaves tell a story. The great Elden ring was shattered. In our home, across the fog, the lands between. Now, Queen Marika the Eternal
Oh, I just made some
is
observations.
nowhere to be found.
She has cracked skin like she's made of stone.
And in the night of the Black Knives, Godwyn the Golden was first to perish.
There's 7 assassins.
Soon, Marika's offspring, demigods all, claimed the shards of the Elden Ring. The mad taint of their newfound strength triggered the shattering. A war from which no lord arose. A war leading to abandonment by the greater will. Oh, rise now, ye tarnished,
He sounds like he's
ye
beating
dead
me.
who yet live. The call of long-lost grace speaks to us all. Horalu,
God.
chieftain of the Badlands, the ever-brilliant Gold Mask, Fear, the deathbed companion, the loathsome dung-eater, and Sir Gideon Othmere, the all-knowing...
Oh, you can actually see his face in the PS5 version. That's amazing. I couldn't see that before. Fascinating. It's amazing how much detail that I didn't notice before.
One other, whom grace would again bless,
Yours truly.
a tarnished of no renown. Cross the fog to the lands between, to stand before the Elden Ring
Yeah. We begin.
and become the Elden Lord.
Of some sort. We shall see. I am curious. So here we are. Regardless what game cycle you're on, this is where we all begin. Alright. What's interesting, if you look carefully, right? Let me turn my lantern on. Look at this, right? Notice got this lady, almost like very Virgin Mary-esque, but almost like imparting a blessing upon whoever's there. This is the Chapel of Anticipation. You notice here what looks like to be a dead maiden of sorts. Here we got grass all up in here too. Alright. See, I didn't notice this the first time until now. You guys will eventually see this in Stormveil. There's death root all over this. Like, what the hell? This door does not open until later on. That requires a certain imbued stone key. Unless you come back here to actually open that up, and it's for a quest line. That being said, now let's just enjoy the view real quick. You can tell obviously it's nighttime. If it's nighttime and you see these leaves coming down, similar to like the Fantasia arc in Berserk, this means that whenever you kill someone or whatever, you may actually get more EXP. Or in other words, runes, then eventually level up. For those of you that are new to this game in any shape or form, which is okay. Alright. Run here. I already know how this goes. And boy, this is going to be different for me. Because I've never done power stancing or stick to a build before. I'm very Mega Man-ish. That's your America. You got this thing. Interesting, huh? Wait, why is that? Huh. Interesting. Oh. And if you look here, you got this old man with a sword. I wonder who that's supposed to symbolize. You notice there's a lion. And this one here, without a head. And no crotch, apparently. So I'm really curious. Here we go. Alright, done. Well, that wasn't hard. That was kind of easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Of course, Marika. Now we can actually enter here. Now this is where things get rather interesting. All these graves. This kind of reminds me of when you're heading towards the Firelink Shrine in Dark Souls 3. If you notice these butterflies. What's this message here? No item ahead. There we go. The nascent butterfly. Now, you want to know what that is? Alright. An arcane butterfly with translucent wings, which are used for crafting items. This butterfly appears as if it's just emerged from its cocoon for its entire life. Now think about that. Now let's proceed. Tombstones, all these graves, and if you look ahead, you also see more. Almost as though these nascent butterflies are leading the way. FYI, this is actually supposed to happen. This is how it works. This is how it goes. You can't avoid that. That's actually inevitable. Yeah, here we are. And just FYI, I'm not going to do too much explaining because I did a lot of that in my New Game Plus playthrough through my PS4. So PS5 is because we're going for the gritty. We're going to run this as fast as we can. With reason. Never noticed the gold in Torrent's horns either.
Don't worry, Torrent.
Interesting.
Fortune is on his side.
That ring.
We found him here, after all. One of his kind is sure to seek the Elden Ring.
Looks like it's me.
Even if it does violate the Golden Order.
Whoa! I don't remember that in the original dialogue. Oh yeah, this game looks even better than in my original videos. The PS5 does give it a major upgrade, but my word. Yeah, I did not notice that last dialogue, even if it violates the Golden Order. That's new. I didn't catch that the first time the first 2 times I played this game. Alright, let's see what this guy has to say. Brave Tarnish, take the plunge of learning and remembrance. Recall the arts of war and warrior's blood. In other words, you go down there, that's the tutorial area. I'm not going there because I don't need it. And there's really nothing of great reward there because whatever I need, I have. This looks like a catacomb. I'll tell you right now, this will look familiar to a lot of you. Should you guys want to, you can go in here, and there is a boss there, and there is a couple of things there, although nothing worth my attention. So, again, go up. Well. Limgrave! Limgrave! Always collect flowers, because why not? Oh, want to make mention of this right now. So, wait. Nice. I don't mind that. Oh, this is new. I like this. Where is the... markers as you go. Oh. Oh, this is going to be very interesting. Okay. There's a reason I'm saying that. And I know what the deal is. We're going to find out, though. As you can see, I opened up virtually just about everything. Obviously, the Everjails are reopened. There's that. But anyway. What up, Varre? How can I help you?
Oh, yes. Tarnished, are we? Come to the lands between for the Elden Ring? Of course you have. No shame in it. Unfortunately for you, however, you are maidenless.
Oh, man.
Without guidance, without the strength of runes, and without an invitation to the Roundtable Hold, you are fated, it seems, to die in obscurity.
Really now?
Luckily for you, however, there is one shining ray of hope for even the maidenless. Me. Varre. Take care to listen. Okay. Are you familiar with grace? The golden light that gives life to you tarnished. You may also behold its golden rays, pointing in a particular direction at times.
That is right.
That is the guidance of grace, a path that a tarnished must travel. Indeed. Grace's guidance holds the answers. It will lead you, Tarnished, to the path you are meant to follow, even if it leads you to your grave. Grace's guidance will reveal the path forward, most certainly, to Castle Stormveil, over on the cliff, the home of the decrepit demigod, Roderika the Grafted. It's time you set off, I should think, to Castle Stormveil on the cliff, where Grace would guide you if you seek the Elden Ring, maidenless as you are.
This guy.
It's time you set to castles if you...
Okay, that's it. He said everything he had to say. Here's what we're gonna do. Usually I use Taiki or Mimic, but this time... Come on, Rollo. Yeah, come on. Tree Sentinel. What up, bitch? Ooh, he hits hard, but I hit harder. Plain and simple. I don't need that weapon, but I have it. What's that pointing off ahead in the distance? A marker I forgot to take off when I was playing. The last journey. That's okay. Smithing table. So if you want to go ahead, strengthen your armaments, all that, you can. I don't need to. Santa Claus, what's up, buddy?
You're a Tarnished. I can see it. And I can also see that you're not after my throat.
Nah, buddy,
then
you're
why
cool.
not purchase a little something? I am Kalé, purveyor of fine goods.
Alright, so for those of you that are new, there you go. You know what? Get these. At some point, I'm gonna summon my homie, Scarlet X Star. And well, you're gonna need that. I already have one of these. I have all this stuff. I have no need for any of the other wares. Let's talk to
I
you.
am of a nomadic people, selling wares as I travel. The land has been tainted by madness since the shattering of the Elden Ring. It's only Tarnished like yourself, who keep things from drying up entirely. Let's say you're a very welcome customer. Goodbye. Nice to do business.
Okay. Let's rest. So as you can see, I can't level like the level up feature is not here right now. There's a reason for that. Let's do this. But he's not asleep yet. He's still awake. That means we have a ways to go. Oh, that was a quick shortcut there. I avoided so much crap. It's amazing. Well, well. Notice how she's like a spirit. And then manifests physically.
Greetings, traveler from beyond the fog. I am Melina.
I just noticed a detail in her ring that holds her cloak. I just noticed it.
I offer you an accord.
What year? And is it Mugen?
Have you heard of the Finger Maidens?
Nope.
They serve the Two Fingers, offering guidance and aid to the Tarnished. But you, I am afraid, are maidenless. I can play the role of maiden.
Okay.
Turning runes into strength.
That works.
To aid you in your search for the Elden Ring. You need only take me with you to the foot of the Erdtree.
I accept.
Then it's settled. Summon me by grace to turn runes into strength. Ah,
Alright.
another matter. Torrent has chosen you. Treat him with respect.
Yes, I will. Okay, there's no other conversation. Okay, fun little thing. Alter garments. So let's say there's certain gear that you like, but you kind of want to change it up a little. You can if you want to. So for example, if I want my Drake Knight helm to be altered, it'll be without the neck stuff. So it'll be just the helmet. So if I want to, this is how it will look. But if you notice, there's a little drawbacks. That little scarf actually helps with some of your resistance. So that's one thing you may want to think about. Aldrich's robe. I don't like the altar on that. Preceptor's long gown will end up looking like this. I'm not a fan of that. Again, some of it isn't going to look all that great. Oh, Blood's robe. We'll go from that to this. Not sure I want that. Reaper's cloak. This. Do not ever alter the Black Knife armor. Because if you do, the ability to walk around quietly with it will go bye-bye. I learned this. And oh, now this is an interesting one. This one, the stats don't change much. Except for in the resistance aspect. I'm telling you, that cape comes in handy. Now, if you decide to beat another boss or an enemy, you get a double of it, and then you want to use that as an alternate, you can go ahead. So, very important to know about that. This one, oh, get the cape away. Yeah. You notice some of it does suffer when you do alter it. So, even the veteran's armor, take the cape away, ain't all that great. Even this one, take away the cape. This one. Now, how could? Oh, yeah. So again, one thing you need to know about that. Now, what we can do is notice how you got these rays of gold shooting down from the moon. I've never noticed that before. But this means one thing. Let's go back to the Church of Elden. Go back to Kalé. There's a reason for this.
This way, Tarnished. May I have a word?
Okay. Notice how everything's purple. Kalé's asleep too. Well, well.
A pleasure to meet thee, Tarnished. I am the witch Ranni. I'd heard tell of a Tarnished hurtling about atop a spectral steed, and upon looking into the matter, The talk, I surmise, is of thee. Thou art possessed of the power, no? To call forth a spectral steed named Torrent.
This is correct.
As I had hoped, I was entrusted this for thee, by Torrent's former master.
If you notice how you see her spirit, like, just vaguely coming out of that physical body, it's because the body's a doll. And for those of you that didn't watch my previous playthrough, you'll know why that is.
'Tis a bell of calling forth spirits. Summon them with it. From ash and return to the Erdtree, the spirits will obey thine command but briefly. As they recall battles past, now it is thine, to do with as thou wishest.
Okay.
Forgive mine intrusion, Tarnished. I doubt we shall again meet. But all the same, learn well the lands between. How long will it be, I wonder, before the Tarnished tire of obeisance to the 2 fingers?
Oh, there'll be a reason for that. I am most sure. I assure you, there's a reason why she questions it. There's a totally logical reason for it. Alright, to the gate front. Catch me, suckers. Nope. Not that I need them, but yeah. But newcomers, that's what suckers keep handing to. Oh, you wolves. Sorry, wolf, but you will not disrupt me when I'm trying to do this. Oh, let's talk to Melina.
This tiny golden aura is the grace of the Erdtree. This light once shone in the eyes of your tarnished brethren, but now it is all that guides you. Or so I hear. You can see them, can't you? The rays of grace that guide you through your burden. Upon the cliff in Castle Stormveil is a shard-bearer, a demigod, who inherited a fragment of the shattered Elden ring. If the rays of grace signal the castle, then the Elden ring beckons you. As an ally by pact, I pray that you are fit to face the challenge presented by the ring. Upon the cliff, a demigod. If the rays and the Elden, as an ally, I pray to face the...
Okay. Thank you. You're curious? Stone sword keys. Those I'll keep getting over and over, because they will be important. Roderika.
Everyone's been grafted. Everyone who came with me. They crossed the sea for me. They fought for me. Only to have their arms taken. Their legs taken. Even their heads taken. Taken and stuck to the spider. Did you know? If you're grafted by the spider, you become a chrysalid. It's quite a lark when you think about it. You're all on your own, are you? And heading to Stormveil Castle, enticed by the one in the white mask, I suppose. Oh, you've come to be one with the spider? Well, that makes us 2 peas in a pod. But I don't have your courage. It's scary, you know, having your arms cut off, or legs, or your head. I want to be like everyone else, but I'm just too scared. I'm nothing but a craven.
Oh, she's so much more than that.
I know. Can you take this little one along with you?
Jellyfish.
The poor thing deserves someone braver than myself. And the spirits look rather fondly upon you. It'll be glad of your company, I think, the little one. It was a pleasure to see you. Oh, can you pass on a message for me? If you see the little chrysalids in Stormveil Castle, tell them I love them. And that, despite my craven heart, I'm sure I'll be joining their club soon enough. I'm finally getting the hang of this whole pain thing, you know.
Okay.
It was a pleasure to see you. Oh, tell them I love them. Finally get.
Okay. So, with that said, early flowers. I ain't scared of y'all. Trust and believe. And that's how you get wild strikes. Oh, wrong way. Oh! Oh! My word. Nope. You ain't catching me, you bastards. Aha. Well, well. Oh, little asshole. Ooh, they're a little tankier now. Even tankier than a New Game Plus. Well, that's always good. That means, you know, a little more challenge. That's good. Oh, another conversation with Melina.
Me? I'm searching for my purpose, given to me by my mother inside the Erdtree, long ago, for the reason that I yet live, burned and bodiless. There is something for which I must apologize. I've acted the Finger Maiden, yet can offer no guidance. I am no maiden. My purpose was long ago lost.
I'll tell you right now.
Shall I turn your runes to strength?
Yep. This is how you activate the
Let
ability
my
to
hand
level up.
rest upon you. For but a moment, share them with me.
See?
Your thoughts, your ambitions, the principles you would follow.
Okay. That's done. Now, what do we see here? Now, I'm gonna keep Rollo as my Spirit Ash, because he's not OP like Mimic. He's not deadly like Taiki either. And I kind of like sometimes just trying something new. You know what I mean? What up, Rogier? Are you ready? I said, are you ready? Oh, the Stake of America's already activated. Even better. Now, we go to war.
Foul tarnished. In search of the Elden Ring. Emboldened by the flame of ambition.
Come on. That leap. That leap is still playing out front. I remember how horrifying this was the first time, and I was a total noob.
Must extinguish thy flame. Let it be Margit the Fell.
Well, let's put it that way. Oh, he got me good with that one.
Well,
Yep, of course he was.
Warrior blood must truly.
Ooh! Oh man, oh he's tankier now. There you go. Done.
I shall remember thee, tarnished, smoldering with thy meager flame. Cower in fear of the night. The hands of the fell Omen shall brook thee no quarter.
Yeah, new game +2. It really makes me feel a little more challenged. That's good.
Forgive me. I've been testing you.
Using Rollo
to
actually made
see
it fun.
whether or not grace truly does guide you, and whether you are fit to face the challenge that entails. It seems my worries were unfounded. Torrent had your measure from the very start, whereas I merely pretended. There is but one other thing I can do to offer you guidance. I can take you to the Roundtable Hold,
Okay.
gathering place of tarnished champions, guided by grace. Very
Let's go.
well. Let my hand rest upon you for but a moment.
Nice. Back in the Roundtable Hold. I'm trying to remember. That's right. The Underworld map is now not accessible to me anymore. It used to be. Yep. Where's the other beacon at that I messed up on? Interesting. Oh wow, you can actually zoom further. That's really cool. I like that. Wow, you can really zoom in now. You couldn't do that before. For whatever bizarre reason. That's a better zoom. I like that. Not quite. Oh. Wow. That's the dumbest spot. to GW. I'm not sure. No, they're more like markers for, like, let's say you're trying to find a certain item and it's at a certain place. You mark it so that way you can travel to it. Now, let's talk to whoever's among us here. This guy.
Oh, I see you've just arrived. Welcome to the Roundtable Hold. I'm Corin, a man of the cloth. I teach incantations, the strength granted us by the two fingers.
Yes, a
and
pin.
explore the
That's
secrets of the Golden Order, so that one day, if a tarnished of the Roundtable Hold should become Elden Lord, I might counsel them, ensuring order regains its proper form, righting rule over men. By the way, do you still see it? The guidance of grace.
Yes.
You do? Wonderful news. Most tarnished are blind to it these days. You are something of a rare breed. Well, what do you say? Care to learn an incantation of the
Oh,
two
he has blonde
fingers?
hair. I thought that was part of his bandages. Now, for those of you that are new to the game, let's say you start as a confessor, or where you have a little bit of faith built up and you got a finger seal ready, this is where you get your first round of spells and stuff, which is cool. Got a little bit of pyromancy going on. You got something to cure poison, defense against fire and magic, some healing stuff. I have all these, so I have no reason to buy them.
May the Golden Order shine through you.
Okay, so I spoke to him. This door is shut for now, but it will open soon. Now we got this guy. What up, Gideon?
Oh, this is a rare occasion. I can't remember the last time a new tarnished made their way to the round table. Very well. As your senior, I bid you welcome. It is safe here. You may let down your guard. Allow me a word of advice. As your senior, you are a mere visitor to the round table. Nothing more. A house guest. Yet to earn their keep. Remember your place, newcomer. There's nothing left to say. Be at your leisure.
I was wondering. It's right here. It's for costume combat. So, for example, PvP type stuff. So that's what this is for. Yeah, whole lot of different ways of doing it. So you have duels, one-on-one, combat ordeal. Man, any amount of combatants, usually up to 6. United combat. So I guess there's some tag team going on, right? Spirit ashes, you allow them. Ooh, I like that they expanded that. It's no longer restricted to just the venue. See, that I like. I like that. I never got the Liurnia Coliseum, but I did get the Royal Coliseum, which is in Lanedale. And then there's the one in Kalé. The one in Kalé is really dope. I have actually tried this a few times. Really fun little thing, you know. If you're not a fight club person, or, you know, you're not a random PvP person, you like a specific spot. Yeah. So there's that. That old dude with that whole thing growing from the bottom, that always caught my curiosity. Ah, this guy.
Ah, hello. You must be new here. Well, just call me Dialos. The honor of one's house holds little import in these lands. By the way, have you met a young woman named Lanya on your travels? She's my servant, but fickle as the wind. Take your eyes off her for but a moment and she's good as gone. If you find her, please be sure to tell me.
Unfortunately, won't be able to.
Be sure to tell me if you meet a young woman named Lanya. She's a servant to my house. She's been my companion since childhood. I've lost count of the number of times I've had to find her like this. Honestly, she's such a little tomboy.
It's not got to do anything. Now, we go here. Eventually, we meet a beloved person here. Meanwhile, let's do some admiration here. Nice picture of Godfrey and Sharash. You have what seems to be, I guess, Radigan of the Golden Order. Red hair and whatnot. You have, I guess that's America. And this would be the Erdtree. Now, there's an invader there. And I have stuff to say. So, we're gonna kick his ass. I know he's here. Come on. Where are you? Come on, bitch. Oh, he hits harder now. Ooh, he actually fights. Ooh. He can really f you up now. Oh my. New Game +2 brings it. Ooh, I like this. I get back there and kick his ass one more time. Even though I hit hard, but oh, he's got more HP now. Well, since he's gonna be like that, while I'm at it, come on. Alright, there you go. That is exactly what happens when I lean in to my arcane skills. That's what happens. You look around and you shall find out accordingly. That's literally what happens. Now I go back upstairs. And that's no longer a problem. So wow, he actually can hit you with some frostbite. I underestimated that. You can always heal real quick. That's all you gotta do. Now, before we talk to him, let's check over here. Oh, this beautiful lady. Before we talk to her, check this out. That looks like America. And then you have the Erdtree. Now, I've said this before. The first time I saw this was during a time when I was watching and reading a lot of Attack on Titan. So all I thought of was the paths tree that pops up in that anime and manga. And I was thinking of Ymir, the originator of all the Titans in Attack on Titan. So I found that really cool for that reason. Lady Fia.
Greetings, great champion called by grace. I am Fia. Circumstances have compelled my stay at the Roundtable Hold. Great champion, would you allow me to hold you? But briefly,
Yes.
Perhaps you might share with me some of your lively vigor and your stout-heartedness. Doing so will grant me the warmth of a champion. And you, I am sure, will bear a Baldakin's blessing. Do you think it vulgar, perhaps?
No.
Where I come from, it is a sacred act. Ah, my thanks, great champion.
Yes, baby. Hug me. I love being held. Look at that. Yeah, bring it in. Bring it in. Motorboat, baby. Motorboat.
Ah, very warm.
That's what she said.
What you felt light up inside you was a Baldakin's blessing. Though it is but a fleeting thing, I am afraid.
I thought it was
Come
something
back to
else,
me,
but okay.
Should you require another, I will take you in my arms as often as you need.
It was funny. Right behind it, looks like it says. It looks like there's a holy Bible right behind him. Like the hell? I never noticed that before. It's kind of funny, really.
I am pleased. Would you like me? The blessing is still aflame in your breast, dear. Would you like to be held?
Sure, why not? I want to see if she says something. Because it's always important to always exhaust dialogue, because you just never know. But if nothing changes afterwards, then it's like, okay.
You are so very warm.
There we go. That's what I was aiming for.
I was known as a deathbed companion. Where I come from, after I received the warmth and lively vigor from a number of champions, I lay with the remains of an exalted noble. To grant him another chance at life, to do so is the purpose of my being. But before I could bear the noble into new life, I was awakened by the guidance of grace and chased from my birthplace. Pray, be kind. Despite all that, I still wish to be a deathbed companion. So please, let me hold you like this, as often as it takes. Then good day to you, my dear.
Thank you. There you go. What's that? Now, this gentleman here. We meet again, Hugh.
You're a new face. No matter. It's all the same. Lay out your arms. Let's get smithing. I see you've noticed the chains. Nothing special. I'm a prisoner and these are my chains. I'm trapped by the hold. I'm dying, smithing for you fools.
I got various weapons he has too. Man, a bunch of great swords too. But you're a prisoner?
No, don't read too much into it. I've no grudge against you. My being a prisoner is no fault of yours. Besides, I don't mind smithing. Despite my differences, the weapons get stronger all the same. Given time, technique never fails. Besides, it helps me forget the sheer terror of her.
Of course, it's a place where you can strengthen your weapons, you know, put Ashes of War on certain weapons that you may have of interest, duplicate if you need to, sell any double items that you have, and there you go. So now, here's what's down here. Nothing of import yet, but that's a nice little interesting spot. Oh, that's right. I like to make sure everything around the table is accessible. Yep. For newbies that want to use bows, like that. Here, another place. Assassin's Prayer Book. That will come in handy later. Wait. Oh, that's okay. Also, one last spot. Obviously, this would be Gideon's little study area. This guy. Huh. Who might you be? Here. Nothing to offer. Oh, you know what? Buy these now. They will come in handy later. Not now, but later. And these are all consumables you can get. So in case if there's some that you don't have, this is the place to get, you know, for those of you that want to get started. So, there is that. Nothing in that door. At least not yet. So now.
What do you need? I have little time to spare.
What do you mean, house guest?
Oh, are you aggrieved at the notion you are but a visitant here? Then you would do well to remember the first words of grace given to you. Stand before the Elden Ring and become the Elden Lord. If those words held any meaning to you, follow the guidance of grace. Lay low the shard bearers and claim for yourself a great rune. Do so.
Fair enough.
And the doors to the Roundtable's inner chamber will open, and you will receive the wisdom of the Two Fingers.
Okay.
Once the wisdom of the Two Fingers becomes your own, I'll impart to you a proper welcome. As a true member of the Round Table, I have high hopes for you.
Better.
I'm sick and tired of them. These namby-pamby tarnished think us no more than a shelter from the rain. We've spoken long enough. I have matters to attend to.
Well, there's that. That's literally everything there is to do in here for now. Alright. Alright, folks. We will take an intermission, and I shall return for episode 2 of live stream tonight. Alright? So, hit that like button if you're new and enjoying this. Hit the subscribe, and I shall return probably in another 5-10 minutes. Okay? Round 322. Taking a break.